Okay. Cool. Okay, so let me go into, I don't remember what I actually called this, but basically something about getting, how to manifest easier, an easier way to manifest getting booked out or fully booked, right? Because the thing is, like when we're trying to manifest something that's slightly more intangible, if that makes sense, and I always talk about tangible and intangible, right? You know me for that, for in terms of results-based language and benefits, but it's the same with manifestation, actually. It was lovely getting some sunshine. Yeah, I tried to bring some back. Oh, thanks. You tried. It's almost here. I don't know about the I don't know, the temperature here has dropped for some reason, but I don't know. Hi Deborah, how are you? Yeah, so when you are trying to manifest anything, it's actually there's two ways to look at this. Sometimes you could say it's harder to make things manifest that are sort of more intangible. So in terms of getting fully booked with clients, obviously, hi Kerry, how are you? Hi Tara, everybody's coming on. This is great. Yeah, in terms of getting fully booked with clients, it's slightly more of an intangible concept because you might not know who your clients are going to be, so your mind can do all kind of funky things in terms of in terms of visualizing this stuff, because I always tell you guys to visualize stuff as well as you obviously can, or get into the feeling state of it. And it's like, well, what am I looking at? Am I looking at a bunch of people all together, that look a certain way, because I don't actually know what these people look like? And what it reminds me of, actually, if people are trying to, manifest their soulmate, and it's like, well, I don't know what he looks like. It's the same with ideal clients, right? If you're trying to manifest yourself to be fully booked, or go into the energy of that, then what do these people look like? How many are there? Well, that's one you should really know, is like, what is your fully booked rate, right? Get specific, because the more specific you are, the better. Oh, do you, Lynn? You have sunshine. We don't yet. I don't know. It's just all cloudy here. Not fair. I don't know. I think it was nice yesterday, but it's just, yeah, maybe it'll come out because there's a little bit of blue sky here and there. It's just a bit windy down here. So definitely get specific in terms of things, right? How many clients do you need to be booked out? And that you might look at, one, how many clients can you actually manage in the amount of time you have? Don't forget time. You need time for marketing, you need time for self-care, you need time for all the behind the scenes stuff as well, right? And also, obviously, how much money do you want to make? How much is each client worth to you, and how much money do you want to be making per month, right? So like you do it based on that. So get specific for a start anyway, because we need to be specific with manifestation. It really does help. So one, obviously, how many clients do you actually need to be fully booked anyway? But if you're imagining this and you're trying to manifest it and create it, and it's difficult to, like I say, like they're not always going to be obviously in one room. So how do you like imagine these people or manifest these people or whatever else? This is something that I heard last night, and it's just such a great idea. What you do is you think, okay, when I get fully booked, I'm going to buy myself, whether it's a holiday or a new handbag or a massage or whatever you do for self-care, whatever it might be, whether it's big or something really tiny, like a new journal or something like that, a really beautiful journal, something really small or something really, really massive, whatever it is. And then you get into the feeling state of having that thing, because as soon as you get fully booked, you're going to have that thing, right? So you focus on that thing you're going to have once you're fully booked. So then you can be really more specific in terms of the tangibility of it. So say it's a new journal, you imagine yourself touching it and what it feels like and what it looks like. Maybe you can even pick one out on, from your local bookshop or on Amazon or wherever you get your journals. Hi, Deborah. Or maybe it's, I don't know, if it's a massage, you decide, which shop you're going to get the, massage from, or whatever it is, or spa or whatever it might be, for you. So if it's a massage, imagine yourself having that massage in that place, and you're walking there and you're going there and you're feeling so happy, and you're getting that massage done. So it's more of a physical thing. Does that make sense? And it's something that brings it all together at the end point, that I know I'm now fully booked and I'm taking this time for myself to do this, to buy this, whatever it might be. So think about it in terms of what you can actually buy yourself or treat yourself to when you're fully booked, and then manifest that thing which is going to come at the end of that process of getting fully booked, if that makes sense. So then it's just way more easy to visualize and attach emotions to, because it's something that's tangible and physical, and it's not like all these different clients that may be all over the world or all over England or wherever they might be, and that's not as easy to kind of visualize and everything else and get into the feeling state maybe. And the second thing, obviously, is the emotions, right? I always talk about this. It's the feeling state that matters. It's the emotions that matter. So, but you don't have to necessarily attach the emotions to the thing you want, if that makes sense. Think about it like this, right? Our emotions are within us, right? We can choose to feel whatever we want in whatever moment we have. We are emotional beings and vibrational beings that we can feel differently in any moment, and we get into these funks or these moods or these just like melancholy places, or we get into these like, oh, it's not working for me, or maybe I'm not good enough, or maybe no one will buy for me, whatever else. That's just our brain telling us a load of bullshit. Like, just don't believe that. It's not true. See it as like, it's funny because I used to watch what's his name, Joel Osteen, which is like this preacher from America, right? And I'm not, I'm not religious in that sense, but he's very motivational. And what he speaks about, which is actually a very good psychological technique, right? Because obviously he believes in the devil and stuff like that, which I don't obviously believe in, but what he says is, those thoughts are the devil. So what I would say in my language, obviously in my beliefs, is think of those negative thoughts as your ego, or as something outside of you that's trying to stop you from having it, right? From having the things you want, which is being fully booked out with clients. So see it as something outside of you. And a really powerful, actually, Paul McKenna technique is to take that voice in your head that says, I'm not good enough, I'm not going to no one's going to buy from me, no one's going to look at my stuff, I'm not going to get sign-ups, whatever it might be. Take that voice in your head and turn it into a Mickey Mouse voice, or something really crazy like a clown's voice, or just like something really silly and funny. And then imagine the voice traveling out to like the end of your fingers, like, the end of your hand, and just getting smaller and smaller. So you're actually disassociating from the voice, right? You're disassociating from the voice that is telling you all this rubbish, because we all have that voice in our head, right? So, yeah, so you can basically turn it into something really funny like a Mickey Mouse, or something sexy like, I don't know, your favourite film star or whatever it is. I don't know what you guys like think about, but something like that, right? Just something silly or something light-hearted or something. You can literally turn that voice in your head, and we can all do it, right? If we hear ourselves saying certain thoughts to ourselves, turn it into something else, and then it just, disappears. Or you could just imagine it going off into the distance. These are like NLP techniques, right? To make it smaller and smaller, and just like quieter and quieter. And then in its place, obviously, you can put a really powerful, your own voice saying, I can absolutely freaking do this. I can absolutely get fully booked. It is so easy for me to get fully booked. We all know affirmations, right? We all know how to make ourselves feel good. So what I want you to tune into with that voice is the power you have within you to create your reality, and make sure that that voice is a very strong and powerful voice, and it comes from the certainty within you, which I always talk about, is that certainty that you can absolutely do this, because you can, but you have to step into that certainty and that leadership and that belief in yourself, because that's where a lot of it comes from, right? It comes from that belief in ourselves. If we don't believe in ourselves, other people won't, and that's the truth, right? It's how we're showing up and everything else. So, and the second thing, sorry, I wanted to talk to you about with emotions as well, because I think I want to offer a little tangent there. The emotions is, like, think of it like this, right? So say you are fully booked and it gives you the sense of freedom because of the money, or because you know that you can have X amount of clients fully booked, and then you have time for self-care. You don't have to be like, slogging your guts out on Facebook anymore because you're so worried that you don't have clients or whatever it might be, or stressed over it or whatever else. So say it brings you a sense of freedom, or it brings you a sense of abundance, or whatever it is. You can create those emotions within yourself right now, and it doesn't have to be linked to getting clients. If you feel free by going for a walk in the park, do that more, right? And just really milk that freedom, that feeling of freedom, and really start to associate into it more, because when we practice emotions, they become easier. The more we practice the emotions we want, the more our unconscious mind and our brain and everything else will get better at producing that emotion within us, and it will get easier and easier to do, because most of us go through life with exactly the same emotions day in, day out, right? We are consistently living in the same emotions day in, day out. This is what Joe Dispenza talks about a lot. And because of that, that's actually why he says we get ill, because our body's literally receiving the same chemical download day in, day out. Instead of, it's almost like eating the same food every single day. You need variety, right? And it's the same with our cells, and in terms of the chemicals, I think I mentioned this on one of my live streams the other day in here, the training I did, so if you haven't watched that, go watch that. In terms of the chemicals it's producing and going into our cells, if we're producing just the same emotions day in, day out, and we go into those same emotional patterns, then our cells are just getting bombarded with the same kind of chemicals, and it's like giving our body the same food every day. Eventually you're going to get, like malnutrition or something, and then get ill. Like, it's the same with, our actually emotions doing that as well. So if, as we grow, and this is something I was thinking about last night, I always say, like, as our business grows, we grow, but the truth is, you are your business, right? So of course, if you are not growing, your business will not grow. So if you want your business to grow, you have to do something different. You have to break through that limiting belief, that fear, that whatever it might be, that pattern that you have, that emotional tendency you have. and do something different in order to get something different in your business. It's the way it is, right? You are your business, you are your brand, you are it. So you have to think and feel in a different way to get different results ultimately. And it's all about that thinking and feeling. That's all it is. And it seems so simple, but why we make it so difficult? And, you know, it is because we are unconscious to it a lot of the time. We're not always consciously aware of what's going on, but just try and remind yourself to become conscious. Put a little reminder in your phone to do it throughout the day. How am I feeling right now? What thoughts am I thinking to create this feeling? Am I getting stressed out? Am I, you know, like sort of kind of like blur, like, you know, sort of with monotony? Am I really excited? Am I happy for what's coming? You know, all these kind of things, and just really think about that throughout the day. But like I say, tie it to a physical, tangible thing. So treat yourself at the end of getting booked out, so you can like manifest that in terms of visualizing it easier. And the second things is, one, make the voice like a different voice if you're getting that voice in your head. And the other thing about emotion is just feel into having the freedom, having the joy, having the abundance. Just do it in a different way. Find other ways that you can feel that in your body, and then imagine them and visualize them and practice them and do more things that create them in your body. And you'll find that it's a lot easier to create that emotion, and then even tie it into the having the clients, or like the getting fully booked, or whatever it might be. And it's just so much more easy to do. Okay, so think about those, and also let me know how you get on with all of that as well. And the next thing I wanted to do, obviously, is just to remind you about my 6-month mastermind, Quantum Leap Mastermind, which is going to be starting 1st of June. And we are literally going to be going into all this stuff. And the beautiful thing I love about all this stuff is it freaking works, okay? Honestly, like, if you do the work, you will not only be a different person, your reality will shift massively and quantumly. That's the truth of it, right? Because it is all from within. Everything you do in life is from within, right? It's not I'm going to go and take that action and things are going to change. Yes, you do need to take actions, but it comes from you being a different person. Otherwise, you don't take different actions, right? And sometimes we're terrified of doing it. Sometimes we just need accountability, because how many of us know to manifest, know to visualize stuff, know to get into a good emotional place, but we don't do it consistently, right? And that's what this kind of mastermind is going to be doing, of all of this. Yeah, exactly, Holly, right? It's so simple and it's so effective, and it's just having that accountability through it as well. And someone like myself, because what I love doing is like digging into someone's unconscious mind, which is, you know, sounds really weird, but it's true, and just picking out their limiting beliefs that they're stopping them from, you know, moving forward, or the patterns from childhood, or like the rules they've set up around certain things that they can or can't do, that's actually blocking them from just, you know, going out there. And we all have these stories that we tell ourselves, or we're just not aware of, right? So we're going to be going deep into that. You're going to be getting private sessions with me. We're going to be going all the way through money mindset and where we block ourselves with that, and just opening you up to new levels of abundance, giving you major reframes on why it's totally okay for you to be charging higher prices for your products and packages and, you know, services and all that kind of stuff. And just really getting you to absolutely step up in the confidence and the certainty of who you are, because when you're being that person, things shift around you, okay? So it's all about going deep into your own sort of, you know, money mindset and manifestation, keeping you accountable for all of it, but making sure that we are blasting through any blocks that you have. And what we're doing as well is going to be having Zoom calls where I can talk to you one-on-one, obviously, and like you're all having little hot seats with me twice a month, probably it's going to be that one. And I will literally, you know, do this work with you, whether it's NLP, EFT, just me doing me, and hi Carol, me doing me, and just getting into your unconscious mind, which is what I am best at, and it's like my skill, because I just see in people, I see into people very easily, and I see when people talk to me, I hear very easily where their limiting beliefs are around something and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to go that route with it. We're going to go really into the, you know, as within so without, because that is where it all comes from. So we're going to really pick up on, you know, is this true? Is that belief you've got true? Hiya. What can you know, how we can break through it, just shifting patterns within you. And the thing is, when you do this, it doesn't just affect your business, it will affect your life, because you're going to become a different person, a better version of you, an up-leveled version of you. Okay, so I'm really excited about it, because I just know, like, if you, like, seriously, you step into this, you do the work, you will absolutely change your life. There's no question in it, and your business, obviously, and your business results, right? Because it all comes from within. It all comes from that certainty, knowing who you are, and just not having the things that are holding you back right now. Because the reason you don't have the results you want is because you have mindset stuff that's blocking you from it. Because you can go out there and take actions, or you could be going out there and taking actions and just not showing up in the right way, or you're just not taking the actions that actually you should be taking because you're either putting them off, you're resisting them, you're fearful of them, even though you know you should do it kind of thing, and you're not. Hi, Stephanie. So all those kind of things we're going to be blasting through. Yeah, exactly, yes. And Holly's one of the people that's in it already. So we're definitely, yeah, I'm really excited for it, seriously, because this is the stuff that, you know, changes people's lives. I promise you. I've done it so many times in my own life. I've tripled my income in 3 months. And like I say, 2 of those months I was traveling through Peru and Brazil, hanging out, you know, doing the Nazca lines, doing the Inca Trail. Like, I was on Copacabana Beach for New Year. I wasn't working. I was working on my mindset. I was shifting limiting beliefs and upgrading my income level and my money ceiling and all that kind of stuff. Hey, Michaela, how are you? Hi, morning, Stephanie. Yeah, definitely watch from the replay because I'm wrapping this up in a bit. But yeah, I was doing all those things for like basically 2 months, and I came back to the UK and stepped straight into a job at 70k from like being at 21k, right? And it wasn't actually a job, sorry, I was a consultant, so it was you know, that kind of thing. And then I helped other people do the same, and they was on like 120,000. They went from like jobs at 25, 30k to into jobs that were paying them like 120,000 pounds a year. Okay, and it's all like the mindset and the beliefs piece behind it and everything else in terms of what you're worth and all this kind of, hi Theodora, all this kind of stuff. And it's just shifting those patterns, and a lot of us, we don't know what we don't know, and we can't see the patterns because we're unconscious of them. It takes someone outside of you to see into that, and that's what I do best, what I love to do, and I just absolutely love it, and it's just going to be such powerful stuff. So if you are interested in doing that, definitely PM me. There's 3 more spots to pay in full for £4,500 or $5,650. Pay in full, you not only get obviously a much lower rate, you also get a bonus 3 1-hour intensives with me, which we can start from this month. Just getting you going, shifting your beliefs, your blocks and your mindset, and just giving you like loads of tools and techniques to really shift that consistently, because when you do this work, I promise you things will change. So if you want to get in on that price, please do PM me, and if not, the normal price is going to be £7,000 or $8,700, and you can, again, there's payment plans available on that price, so you can always PM me for details if you want to do a payment plan, but get in soon, sorry. So just, yeah, PM me for details, and like I say, there's 3 more spots for the pay in full rate as well if you want to pay in full and get that lower price, and the 3 extra bonus calls with me, so we can sort of dig into your mind and see what's going on and why you're just not having the results in your business yet, because the truth is you absolutely can. You absolutely can have the results you want, okay? There are things within you that are stopping you from having it, whether it's like a belief system, a childhood pattern, you know, just something you're saying to yourself, you're not doing the work, and why are you not doing the work? You're not showing up in the most powerful way you could do. I know that if you do this work, you will get results. You have to do it daily. You have to be someone who's willing to get results and take action, right? Okay, and do the work, obviously, but you will do it, right? So this is absolutely going to change your life if you are committed to doing the work. It's going to be from May through, I think, till October. I need to work it out what 6 month is. I think it is. You know what I'm like? Just like, yeah, starts in May and it's 6 months. That's all I know. But yeah, so if you want to get those extra calls with me as well and pay in full, then we can start this month as well for that. But PM me. I would love to hear from you. And yeah, and also, like I say, if you're on the replay, say hi below and let me know who's watching, and I will speak to you all very soon. But the truth is, like, if you really do want to change your life, say yes, because like I say on my on some of the posts I've been saying, the truth is people that are successful make decisions fast and they change their minds slowly. This is something I heard the other day, but it's true, right? I think it was Richard Branson that said that, apparently, but it's true, right? And it's not because that's a marketing ploy or anything, it's because it's true. People say yes quickly and they change their mind slowly in terms of, well, maybe I should not do that. The truth is, you get better results when you say yes to what you want to do in your heart. When you say yes and you get that energetic yes, the way forward, the how, it shows up, right? We manifest it. You know, the universe brings it in, whatever. But when we commit to something energetically and say yes to it, then the way shows up. So if you're worried about how or anything like that, say yes energetically, commit to it, PM me, and then the how always shows up. That's the truth of it, okay? So I'm really excited for whoever joins anyway, and yeah, so just PM me for details and we will get you going for start. So have a great rest of your Thursday, and I will speak to you all very, very soon. Bye bye.